Bluey here from BirdTricks, along with my Budgie Blueberry and my lovebird Monet. And today I'm going to be talking about 5 ways to lose your Budgie's trust completely. And Berry's gone. And lose your Budgie to the floor, where there's more reinforcing things like scraps and snacks. Blueberry, look, Mo is listening better than you. Blueberry. Blueberry. Seriously. I love how this is a video about budgies, but the only one who wants to be in the video is a lovebird. It's great. Well, the good news is if you have a bird besides a budgie, this still applies for this tiny and small birds, so even like lovebirds, which is why I actually made Monet here part of my budgie course over at birdtricks.com. So if you guys want more in-depth detail on how I trained my birds, especially my tiny and small birds, go check that course out. The first thing and number 1 on my list of what can lose your budgie's trust in you is force. Forcing your bird to do stuff will make it so that your bird does not want to be near you and will cause major avoidance behavior where they just avoid getting close to you because they know that you're going to make them do something they don't want to do. So what do I mean by forcing? This is basically making your bird do something that it's already shown you it doesn't want to do by maybe flying away, leaning back, avoiding eye contact, scooting to the very far edge of something. Anything that your bird has definitely shown discomfort in wanting to do, and you just make them do it anyway. It could be forcing your bird back into the cage, maybe toweling your bird, forcing your bird to stay in your hands while you pet it until it calms down. Anything that involves the discomfort of your bird and kind of pushing that completely aside and disregarding it is considered force. Another thing that kind of goes along with force is grabbing your bird. Now, a lot of people get in the situation where they take their bird out and then they can't get it back in, and so they end up grabbing their bird or snatching their bird and trying to get it back into the cage. Grabbing your bird forcefully is going to cause a major form of distrust between you and your bird and make your bird avoid hands altogether. You'll have to get better and better at that game, and your bird's gonna get better and better at avoiding participating in that game. It's much better to teach your bird to come to your hand than to try to grab your bird. Also, just a quick tip from a trainer, an alternative to having to grab your bird is target training. Teaching your bird to touch the end of a target can allow you to get your bird back into its cage by your bird's choice and willingness versus trying to force it. I'm gonna show you guys a quick trick for getting your bird to go somewhere where you want to go if you can't get it, because if I try to get Blueberry from up here, she's gonna go away. See, she'll just fly away. So the other way that I can do it is this. Blueberry. And that way I can get her to come over to where I want her to go to get a bite. Welcome back. You know this is a budgie video, right? It's pretty windy out here today, and so I think Blueberry is enjoying flying in the wind every chance she gets and finding snacks. Another thing that will lose your bird's trust, coming in at number 3, is pushing against your bird's chest. Again, these are fight or flight animals, so if they don't bite you, they're likely to just avoid you and fly away, and wing clipping really is not a sure way to get you there. I feel like keeping your bird fully flighted makes you a better and honest trainer of having to work through making sure that your bird chooses to stay with you versus flees and flies away. The better thing to do for budgies is to offer them your hand and entice them to come to it versus constantly going to them and eventually pushing on their chest to get them to step up. Blue, blue! Ooh, look at that wind! Look at that wind! You are doing awesome, Blueberry. Mo, you scared her off. Very intimidating. I briefly tapped on number 4, but number 4 is restraint. So restraining your bird in a way that it can't get away and it eventually gives up trying. This is a really, really sad way to tame your bird. There's much better, more humane ways to go about it, and restraint is not one of them. So make sure that you are not restraining your bird, otherwise you're going to completely lose its trust. You hanging out, literally? And last but not least, the fifth way to lose your budgie or small bird's trust is by constantly pushing it outside its comfort zone without positive consequences. So think about it. The more you are pushed to face your fears and do things that may otherwise be uncomfortable to you, and the less you're rewarded for those things, the less you're going to actually offer and want to push outside your comfort zone. So it's really important to make birds resilient and push them outside their comfort zone, but making sure that they feel reinforced for doing that is really important. Good job, Mo. You're all about it today. To learn how to gain your budgie's trust, head over to birdtricks.com and check out my small bird budgie training course. It'll walk you through what I did with Mo here, the lovebird, and my budgie Blueberry to have such an awesome relationship. See you in the next video.